Good morning, guys. It's Type again, and I'm back for another show. Earlier, about 40 minutes ago, I talked about the Jordan 14 um, Ferrari. So if you missed that post, you can go back on my website and actually read on it. All right. Now, this morning, we're going to be talking about the Yeezys that are coming out tomorrow. I think a lot of them are coming out overseas, right? Now there's two models, and each one of them comes in two different versions. You have the regular version, and then you have the 3M reflective version. Now I went on Ant to try to fetch you some pictures. This is called the Yeezy 350 V2 Antila. All right, again, same thing, prime knit, upper, a bunch of the colorway. It's they're selling for like 279, and that's funny. Anyway, the color, it looks a little greenish, and let me see how they describe that. Fresh pale yellow update. I guess translucent prime knit uppers and its signature Yeezy sole make this perfect sneaker for everyday wear. All right, so this is the Antila version, and it comes out in again the reflective and the non-reflective. So, and then I'm gonna show you the next one, which is called the Synth. Right, this is also coming two different iteration, one that's 3M and one that's not 3M. So they are both coming out tomorrow, and there's a bit of confusion as far as like the date. So I think they're coming on the 22nd, and I don't think anybody in the United States is getting it. I may be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I checked and I couldn't find any information on that. Actually, I'm gonna go on Soul Links right now and see if they've created some update on it. Okay, right. See, all these are just overseas locations. And let me look at the Synth again. All these are overseas, Malaysia, Thailand, Australia. All right, so my job was to try to figure out how many pairs were made, and to do that, I'm gonna lean on. I'm gonna go back to my what you might call it, my Google Slides, because it's a lot easier for me to check it on here. Okay, now like I said, I'm gonna just read it off my board. Adidas went all out this summer, and they're releasing like a bunch of Yeezy 350 V2, which makes sense because people want it. Now the triple black came out about less than 2 weeks ago, and it was a success. Like they sold out instantly. And the current market value of the non 3M version is like $500 on StockX or every third marketplace. And then the reflective version is going for like 1,200 bucks. Now, StockX sold about 20,626 pairs, and that was like 4 days ago when I was checking it. So I'm sure by now they've actually added more. Now, the 20,626, that was for the non-reflective version. Now for the reflective, it was 950. Now, if you look at the just these numbers, you can infer from these that Adidas probably produced about 20 times as many non-reflective unit than the reflective one. So if I use that, I can establish some kind of relationship, and then to you, and I can use that to make my estimate. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is, since I went on Adidas website and they gave no information whatsoever on the Antila and the Synth, because I came up empty. I went there, they didn't give any information on who's getting it, who's not getting it. So the only option I was left with was to come up with my estimate using my past data. So what I did was I'm gonna create a linear model equation based on my past estimate. So when I did that, I targeted all the non-reflective triple black and the static Yeezy. So for both of these shoes, I came up with 60,000 pairs for the triple black and 58,000 pairs for the static. So I can use that to create another linear equation, and that's what I did on the next slide. Okay. So now the static Yeezy, that was in December, and that's gonna be my origin. That's what I start. So the numbers projected was 58,000, and for the triple black, that was in June, which is we're still in June. That's the 6th month of the year. That's about 60,000 pairs. I can find my slope based on that using my difference in the numbers over the time elapsed, and it came up to 333.33. And my fixed number was 58,000. Right? This is what that's conventional. Now, if I use that, my equation come to this one, Yeezy 350, and I put GR for general release because that's gonna be the non-reflective version. 333 0.33 times time elapsed, which is how much time between December and now, plus the 58,000, which is my fixed number of produced unit. Okay, now since both of these colorways are releasing on the same day, which is June 22nd, I will assume that there will be the same number for each one of them. So the Antila non-reflective and the Synth non-reflective will be both the same. So I use 333.33 times 6, which is June still, plus 58,000, and I came up with 60,000 pair for each model, right? Based on these numbers. And then now, since we have that, we can find, based on what I established earlier, I told you StockX sold about 20 times as many non-reflective version than reflective. So I can establish the ratio there, saying for every 20,000 um, um, non-reflective pair that are that number times divided by 20 reflective unit. So if I predicted that 60,000 pairs of the non-reflective are going to be produced, then all I have to do is just divide that number by 20 and get 3,000 pairs for each of the model. So I'm assuming that 3,000 pairs of the non-reflective are going to be produced, and 3,000 pairs of the reflective Yeezy, Antila, and Synth are going to be produced. All right. Again, I like to make sure I let people know I could be totally wrong, because everything that I do here is based on assumptions. So I will advise you to take this as the way to just give you an idea of what Adidas may be concocting. This is not a reflection of reality. This is just a reflection of what I've found based on my numbers. Okay, so we can quit this now and then just go on where to get the shoe. All right, and I'll give you that on my website. You can go on and now and still do the raffle. You can get it on StockX right now. You can buy it on StockX, or you can just go on eBay and grab your pair. They're going for like $400-500. I didn't do the should you buy the flip on it. I didn't check for the market value, and I'm not gonna do that today because it's pointless. You know, Yeezys are gonna go for a little more than $400 at this time of the year. All right. So this is it. Thanks for watching. This is Ty from Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff.